Radha Govinda. Prabhupada wanted our Krishna Balaram to be fashioned after Radha Govinda, and actually I heard that he initially wanted our deities to be called Radha Govinda. But the devotees said, no, we want Radha Shama Sundar. He said, okay, Radha Shama Sundar in Vrindavan. In Radha Shama Sundar, it's Nauka Vihar. There is a big boat, even with water around. Anybody has seen? Usually Balaram Purnima is, you have seen, yeah, this. It's not frequent that devotees go to Vrindavan. It's actually pretty hot around this time. It's already officially the rainy season, but rainy season is even hotter, feels hotter because it's not, the rains may be there, but it's humid, so it feels very difficult to survive. Yeah, so not many devotees visit, but actually it's a very sweet time. And you have millions of people coming to Vrindavan to celebrate Krishna's and Balaram's birthday. And then Radharani's birthday, Shravan Mas. And so Shama Sundar is Nauka Vihar. Then, so you have 7 main. Radharaman is, every day he has a Vishesh Darshan. So they don't usually do much. They have some other system when they have special darshans, special arrangements. Which did you, Gopinath. Gopinath is, I don't remember. I think also in the big, they create a big flower house, a greenhouse, Kunjalila, Nikunjalila. I like Radha Gokulananda. Who has been to Radha Gokulananda? You have the deities of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur there, Baladev Vidyabhushan, Narottam Das Thakur, Shalagram Shila, no, Govardhan Shila, that was given to Raghunath Das Goswami. Very special sweet temple, and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Samadhi, and very beautiful pujaris and devotees. So there, Krishna is playing the chief of police. Rai Raja. Radharani is the king, the queen. Radharani is the queen on the throne, and Krishna wants to sich bewerben. He wants to apply for a job in her government, and the gopis say, sorry, too late. All places filled. Well, maybe one place. We need the chief of police. So then he's there with a sword. Krishna with a sword near the throne. Radharani on the throne. Krishna with a sword. He's guarding the throne. And you know this Leela, how Lalita steals his flute, and they hide the flute into the braid of one gopi. Which gopi do you remember? Lalita's, or? And then they say, Krishna, okay, you are the chief of police, that's good, but where is your flute? It's gone. So they say, what kind of chief of police you are if you can't even protect your own property? Anyway, they have a lot of jokes, but Krishna is, if they play a joke on you once, twice, 3 times, then you feel, oh, they don't like me. They are making fun of me. But Krishna, no, he conquers all the obstacles. He's able to overcome every conflict. Krishna is able to again and again prove that he is the best, that he is the unique, that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he never screams at Radharani, actually. Or at any other. Somebody said that if you know any story of Krishna screaming at any of his concerts or shouting, you can tell us. But nobody knows so far, right? Hare Krishna. Yes, so these are these special beautiful days for meditation, plus also a lot of drama performances in Vrindavan are being done, kirtan all around. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Yasodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yasodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. We are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 27, Understanding Material Nature. And today we have verse 12. A perfect verse that's actually on the board showing exactly what it speaks about. You see the sun shining onto the reflective surface, and this reflection goes onto the board. This is exactly what this verse is describing. It says there's Krishna reflecting through his energies in this world and then manifesting through different energies in this material universe. Exactly with this example. So let's chant. Yatha jalasta abhasa. Yatha jalasta abhasa. Stalastena vadrishyate. Stalastena vadrishyate. Swabhasena tatha suryo. Swabhasena tatha suryo. Jalastena divistita. Jalastena divistita. Yatha jalasta abhasa. Stalastena vadrishyate. Swabhasena tatha suryo. Jalastena divistita. Yatha jalasta abhasa
Stalastena vadrishyate Svabhasena tatha suryo Jalastena divistita Yatha jalasta abhasa Stalastena vadrishyate Svabhasena tatha suryo Jalastena divistita
Ladies, please.
Yatha jalasta abhasa
Yatha jalasta abhasa Stalastena vadrishyate
Svabhasena tatha suryo
Svabhasena tatha suryo
Jalastena divistita
Jalastena divistita Yatha jalasta abhasa Yatha, as Jalasta, situated on water. Abhasa, a reflection. Stalastena, situated on the wall. Avadrishyate, is perceived. Svaabhasena, by its reflection. Tatha, in that way. Surya, the sun. Jalastena, situated on the water. Divi, in the sky. Stita, situated. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. The presence of the Supreme Lord can be realized just as the sun is realized first as a reflection on water and again as a second reflection on the wall of a room, although the sun itself is situated in the sky. Yeah, we still have a little of this reflection. The sun is far away in the sky, but it's also here shining on the word sun. See? Through two reflections. Purport. The example given herewith is perfect. The sun is situated in the sky, far, far away from the surface of the earth, but its reflection can be seen in a pot of water in the corner of a room or on a nice smooth surface. The room is dark and the sun is far away in the sky, but the sun's reflection on the water illuminates the darkness of the room. A pure devotee can realize the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in everything by the reflection of his energy. In the Vishnu Purana it is stated that as the presence of fire is understood by heat and light, so the Supreme Personality of Godhead, although one without a second, is perceived everywhere by the diffusion of his different energies. It is confirmed in the Ishopanishad that the presence of the Lord is perceived everywhere by the liberated soul, just as the sunshine and the reflection can be perceived everywhere, although the sun is situated far away from the surface of the globe. Om Ganatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunminitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Padidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Vaigunya Kita Kalita Paishunya Vrunapidita Dainarnave Nimagnoham Chaitanya Vaidyam Asraye. I am bitten and eaten, swallowed. I'm swallowed by Kalita. I'm swallowed by the germs and microbes of my bad material qualities. And my whole body is itching from enviousness and criticism. Paisunya, fault-finding mentality. Immersing myself in the ocean of humility, I take shelter of Dr. Chaitanya. This is Antilila 5.1. Yasya prasadadagyapi sadhya sarvagyatam rajetsa Shri Chaitanya Deva me Bhagavan sam prasidatu. May Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, be merciful unto me by His grace. A complete fool can get all knowledge in one moment. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The presence of the Supreme Lord can be realized just as the sun is realized first as a reflection on water, and again as a second reflection on the wall of a room, although the sun itself is situated in the sky. Brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers, sons and daughters. Good news. Krishna is right here. You all know this good news. We know a very merciful, although scary looking to the unknowing form is right here. It may look scary to those who don't know, but I remember first time I came here, or the second time I came here. First time I came, took darshan, and maybe it's the second time when we were doing some Ishopanishad or something many years back. That is what struck me, that Nrisimhadev actually radiates or exudes such a merciful and fatherly mood. Yeah, because everybody knows Nrisimha is very scary, is very ugra, right? Fearsome, but isn't it that he's very, actually he is the deity, each rasa has a deity, so he's the deity of Vatsalya rasa, the deity of fatherly love, rasa of fatherly love, because he comes to protect Prahlad Maharaj. So we all know that Nrisimhadev is here, even though he sometimes looks like this. This is the picture I was told they have in the Bhaktivedanta hospital in the surgery room. They say this is the original surgeon, the first surgery performed. Yeah. Surgeons are also important. You cannot, even if we are very expert. Yesterday someone told me you cannot do a surgery, you cannot cut out appendicitis on your own self. You need a surgeon who will do it. So Krishna is here in a very kind way, but also everywhere Krishna is present. And this verse gives a very interesting example of how Krishna is present in two ways, a reflection and a reflection of a reflection. Some rays. So it's a perfect cooperation from the hero of today's verse. He's right there in the sky, as Prabhupada is saying, far, far away. So he's far, far away, but he's participating in the class very actively. You can see he's shining on nicely shaven Subal Gopal's head. it's yes, it's very good. And yes, so he's right here, and he did his best to. You can see he really illustrated. It's you can't desire better, isn't it? Very clear, very clear. So two reflections. So in the same way, Krishna. Do you understand how this verse explains what is happening? The presence of Krishna. That Krishna, first reflection. So first, Krishna reflects himself as. That's the sun. On the water. But Krishna can reflect himself in the water, but here Krishna reflects himself in Actually, there can be two opinions, so don't be afraid to say either one. Huh? Brahmajyoti, yes. Yes, actually, yeah, that's one way to put it, yes. Material nature, yes. That's the Chaturshloki verse, yeah, from the second canto. So the first reflection of Krishna, when he sends his light into this world, he reflects himself first as you yourself, each one of you. You are effulgent, beautiful, bright spirit souls. Do you know this? We could feel this, right? Somewhere deep inside. I could feel, yes, we are. Usually we doubt, and everybody else says, I'm not sure. But we feel, isn't it that I should be actually a bright spirit soul? Isn't it? We feel it somewhere. We usually doubt. So we need friends who will say, no, you're okay. You can keep living. It's okay. So that's the first. You are the first ray sent here. This is what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, that this is one ray of the Lord. Brahma Samhita, you are a ray. In the Brahma Samhita, Bhaktisiddhantaji says something very graphic. He says, you are a pencil of light. You see the pencils of light there. I mean, in the you can see there's like straight lines. A pencil doesn't mean only a pencil, it means also this type of a straight line. In English, right? Native English speakers can confirm, right? So you are that ray. You are a ray of the Lord, the spirit soul, the spark. So these two, and it's unbelievable. Actually, I'm going to say this, but I myself, I was just about to say. Then I had doubts. Can I say like this? But it's true. You are always this light. You don't need to do anything separate to be spirit soul. You are already a spirit soul, eternally. You are eternally a bright, beautiful spirit soul, part of Krishna. Do you believe it? I mean, do you want to accept it? Can you accept it that you are somewhere in some state, you are actually bright and beautiful? Not like externally, not just for praise, but not in a greedy way. Oh, I was so miserable all my life. Can please somebody say that I'm okay? No. If you are like this, you don't need anybody to confirm. You don't need anybody's approval. You are, light is light. You are shining without whether somebody looks at you or not. It doesn't matter whether somebody accepts or doesn't. Whether somebody says, "Oh, maybe you are light, but you are not a beautiful light." Jai Shri Prahlad Narasimhadev ki jai. Shri Guru Parampara. This is part of self-realization, to accept. So much of our trouble is that we have a misunderstanding of who we are. So that's the second reflection. So the first we say reflection, but sometimes it just means a glimpse or a ray of light. So we have this ray of light coming into this world, and then we are reflected on the water of what? What is the water we are reflected in? Material energy, yes. Actually, it's a perfect answer. The total material energy, Mahatattva, which is manifest as consciousness, chitta, in everybody's heart. So we are reflected in the Mahatattva. This is Brahmaloka. This is Brahma's body. This is the first level of existence, the first element. So we have Sankhya here. This is Kapila Shiksha, heavy Sankhya. All the elements counted, like a good bookkeeping. Everything is counted. Each element, how many elements we have, and how many of each element. Everything is very well counted. So Mahatattva is described here. So it's a very mysterious element. Mahatattva is this mirror in which we are reflected, and then we send a second reflection. And unlike our Lord Surya, who sent his second reflection onto the board with the word Surya, with the Srimad Bhagavatam verse, we may send this second reflection through the false ego, through the material intelligence, through the material mind, and through the material senses. And then onto some things of this material world, which we can use either for Krishna, then it's a short, exciting journey to the material world, here and back. It's like a dangerous excursion to the mountains, or skiing or something, or into the stormy sea. You go out and go back. If we use for Krishna. Or if we do not use for Krishna, if on the way we decide, it's actually pretty nice. Why not? Why shouldn't I just enjoy it? I mean, it's coming, right? Enjoyment is there, so why not enjoy it? And there's nothing wrong with enjoyment if this is given by Krishna, and if it's coming as part of your carrying out your prescribed activities and duties in service. But if I put it as the goal of my activity, if I act not to serve Krishna but to get my enjoyment, to get my control, to get my approval, then this is something strange happens. Then this is the other example. We are like that light which came through, which got filtered through the clouds, and then got lost here. It cannot go back. We cannot go back. We cannot reconnect. We stay in this material world, and we put this world into motion. Only spirit can put this world into motion. Nothing else will move things. Only us. And everybody is part of some plan of. Everybody is part of some plan of Krishna. But then we see that we rotate and rotate. We can stay here for a long time, and we go through many different experiences. We like to repeat our mistakes. Yes, we usually, if we make mistake once, we usually think that, it was a good mistake, why not make it again and again and again, and do the mistakes many times. Yes. Or through making somebody suffer, I get some also unpleasant experience myself. I get some trauma, and then I recreate a very similar situation. I somehow run a similar scenario again and again. Yes. So this is called the cycle of karma. This is called the cycle of birth and death, or rebirth, and we go through this from body to body, or from day to day, or from marriage to marriage, or from year to year, or from country to country, or different ways. As the Bengali proverb says, wherever you go, your destiny comes on your forehead also with you, right? So of course that's why we put tilak. That Krishna, no, please, for you, your good fortune, for you. So that's the question, and that's the answer. The question is what to do, and the answer is offer things to Krishna. So shine for Krishna. Realize that everything is coming from Krishna, and offer everything to Krishna. So we see that our task is pure bhakti. Pure bhakti for everybody. Pure bhakti doesn't mean that it's painful bhakti. Somehow for us we have formed a very strong connection. Pure means painful. It must mean suffering. Somehow, I don't know, it's something got, crooked down down the line somewhere. Some wires got crossed. We think pure means painful. No, pure means sincere. Pure means that Krishna is the goal and Krishna Bhakti is the method. Krishna is the goal, Krishna Bhakti is the method. It's again and again offered as the sweetest path. It's not easy somehow or other to grasp the subtlety of pure Bhakti, but basically it means that I want to act for Krishna, and my ultimate goal doesn't matter if I am pure. Anya Bilashita Shunyam, Krishna, Srila Prabhupada explains again and again, Anya Bilashita Shunyam means that Krishna is my goal, ultimate goal, and I will never choose any other goal, I will never worship anybody else. When Kaviraj Goswami explains this pure bhakti in Chaitanya Charitamrita, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains this to Rupa Goswami in Rupa Shiksha, then he says, means you don't worship anybody else, you do not worship anybody else except Krishna. That he is your only goal, only worshipable Lord. Then this is the meaning, I'm Krishna Bhakta, this is the meaning of Anya Bilashata Shunyam. And then it will expand into every sphere of my life also, gradually. And Jnana Karmadya Navrita means that I have full trust and conviction that Krishna Bhakti is the best process and it produces everything. Krishna Bhakti will be able to give all the blessings. All the necessary important blessings will come. And also that you can offer Krishna everything that belongs to Krishna, right? So we need to find what belongs to Krishna and offer it to Krishna. And if something doesn't belong to Krishna, you take it for yourself. Easy, right? You just find something that doesn't belong to Krishna. Have you found? Why? Did you look well? Did you search well for something? Maybe you didn't search well enough. Maybe there is some corner. Maybe Krishna left a little bit somewhere. I mean, not. Anyway, Krishna wants you to be happy. Krishna is doing everything to make everybody happy. Only we create our own unhappiness. Nobody else. Nobody else is the source of my unhappiness except myself. Except my wrong decisions. So this verse is putting things straight. That find the light, and the light is everywhere. You have some life and you have some activity, and offer it to Krishna. So in pure bhakti, you offer to Krishna at the end, in the middle, and at the beginning. So Krishna, I want this to make you happy. So before you start, you offer this to Krishna. Recently I was calling my parents and sort of checking in. And I was telling them I want to start some work, ask them for blessings. And they said, the mother said, you know what? She said, even though I am a daughter of a priest, when I came to West Ukraine, she studied medicine there, became a doctor. She said, when I came to West Ukraine, I got a lot of good advice from the local people here. And I had to do some heavy task. And one local old lady, she said, you know what? When you go there, you say, oh my Lord, please, I want to offer this to you. Please come with me and please be part of this activity. So please be present as I'm doing this. In Ljubljana, we have one mountain guide, Misho, who is just about to get initiated with your blessings also, hopefully. So he says whenever he goes to the mountains to guide, even for a walk, he always, ever since he learned about Krishna, he invites Krishna to come along. When you go for a walk, do you invite Krishna along, to come along? Somehow it never occurred to me to invite Krishna. Why would, walk is for me, right? I'm working for myself. Okay, there is some health benefits, right? And the body is to be used for Krishna, but I'm working for myself, no? What does Krishna care for my walks? Should I invite Krishna for a walk or not? What do you think? Yes, why? But you're just going to enjoy yourself. You look at the nice sky, nice trees. Japa, huh? It's all his. Okay, so he knows already, no?
He's already coming along.
He's already coming along. So why invite him?
So you
Remember?
consciously offer to Krishna?
Consciously offer to Krishna. Like, do you like to go for a walk with a friend? Right? And if you go for a walk with a friend, when you see something beautiful, will you say, oh, look, this is such a beautiful flower, this is such a beautiful tree, there are such beautiful clouds there. Will you show this to your friend? Will you offer this beauty to your friend? Will you? Okay. Yeah. So if you are going to soak in, and they call it nowadays vitamin G. They say 15 minutes in greenery reduces your blood pressure, big problem nowadays, reduces your blood pressure by 10 or 15 points. It's a big achievement. High blood pressure is a big problem nowadays, yes? So here in Simhachalam we are all very blessed. We have a lot of vitamin G. So when you are going to soak in some vitamin G, when you look at the greenery, you can say, "Oh Krishna, look, this is so beautiful. Look, these are your trees. Oh, so in other words, I'm going for some benefits, either aesthetic or pleasure or health reasons, or even Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that in this verse, Bhagavad Gita, verse 6th chapter, Yukta hara viharasya, yukta cheshta vabodasya, where he says, one who yoga bhavati dukkha, if you balance these four areas, you become, yoga destroys your all misery. What are the four areas you have to balance? Eating, yes. Sleeping, yes. The other two are yukta hara cheshta vabodasya. Yeah, recreation. So eating, yukta hara viharasya, yukta cheshta vabodasya. Sleeping, yeah, avabodasya, yes. And recreation, yes, recreation, like your fun, or how to say, your rest, taking rest. And one other work, yeah. In one place, we had a course for brahmacharis. For 5 minutes, they couldn't think what the fourth thing could be. You have counted all the possible things, right? What else is there in life? Because we do not have work, we have service. So I'm half joking. That couldn't remember what is the what is there else that you need to balance. We don't work. Yeah, we serve. We serve. Our work is also our pleasure. But Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says there that viharasya means this recreation or rest or fun is walking in the forest for a yogi, for example. That could be this vihara, recreation or rest or fun. So one who balances these four destroys all suffering, and it even includes in the very solemn, very deep commentary on the Gita, it includes walks in the nature. Walks in the forest or parks or something. So anyway, this is just one example that where, for example, I forget Krishna. I mean, I appreciate. Prabhupada says that we should appreciate Krishna's creative energy as we look in the nature. Appreciate means you must say, yeah, this is beautiful, because it is beautiful. It is Krishna's nature. Everything is beautiful, right? If things in this world are so beautiful, you can imagine how beautiful Krishna is. So we have to appreciate, we have to understand that this is a reflection of Krishna, or reflection of a reflection of a reflection. So how beautiful Krishna must be, if a reflection of a reflection of a reflection is so beautiful. So this is pure bhakti that you invite before. You offer this to Krishna before you begin. No, this is actually pradhanya bhakti. This is pradhanya bhakti. Bhakti where Krishna is primary. Then there is karma yoga. In karma yoga, classic karma yoga, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says how it is different from this pradhanya bhuti bhakti karma mishra Pradanya, Karma Misha Pradani Bhuta Bhakti. He calls this. Jnana Karma Misha Pradana Bhuti Bhakti. Where Bhakti is on the first place, but it includes elements of Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga. So there he says that you offer before. Whereas in just Karma Yoga, you first do something, and also not anything, but something very, very prescribed, like some yagya or something very special, very sacred, and then you offer a very nice pure result only at the end. So this is classic Karma Yoga. You offer, and then you offer only some only the purest, cleanest, most beautiful results at the end, afterwards. You offer. So therefore, we have this verse that is in our Pujari books since forever, how you go to bed yourself. You know this verse, Kayena vacha manasendriyairva, and this is from the 11th canto, and 11 to 36. So those who were learning from some Pujari books, you may know this verse. Kayena vacha manasendriyairva budyatmana vanasrita sabhavat. And here usually you make a little change, karomi, because this is a prescription, and when we offer, we say what I do. Karomi yadyat sakalamparas my narayana yeti samarpayami, and also here you say I'm offering. Basically you say that everything I did with my body, with my mind, with my words, everything I did with my intelligence, and even with my nature, all Supreme Personality of Godhead, I am giving to you. Please use it for yourself. It's yours. I am offering. If you can use it, please use it in any way. Please make any use you can. So just at the end, if you can offer somehow, something, in some way. So this is already the beginning. This is already a very good beginning. If at the end of the day, you just offer, or as soon as you remember, you just offer. You just offer what you have done. Oh Krishna, this is for you. Krishna, you are the source of all this light, so it belongs to you. So therefore, all the beautiful pictures on the wall, all the flowers, everything in this world is your energy. Just like this desk or this asana is also made of sun. You know, this is made of sun. Can you explain how this desk is sunlight? Okay, yes, so it's present inside.
The trees gets the sunlight.
Yes, it's made of tree, and the tree is made of photosynthesis, converting different elements. The carbon we breathe out, it captures with the sunlight and converts into this tree. It's just amazing. It's combination of our breath and sunlight, and it's made into this wood, which is again can be carved into. You see, it's not just a column or pillar. It's ornamental. He's smaller, bigger, even bigger, then again smaller, then round, then not just like any which way. No, it's done in some artistic way. Here you have 3 levels. 3 levels there. See, it's done with some heart to make it more beautiful. So also devotees invested something. So this is sunlight. Everything is sunlight. Practically everything surrounding us on earth is with the participation of sunlight. We can exist by sunlight. So in the universe we exist by Krishna's energy. There is nothing that's not Krishna's energy. So if we at least acknowledge Krishna, it's yours, thank you. And Krishna, if you can use, I want to offer at least a little bit, as much as I can. Please, may it be yours. I can try to use it for you one way or another, to a greater or lesser extent. So this is the verse. With all my thoughts, all my plans, all my even what happens by my nature, can you please somehow make use of it? Kayena vacha manasen, my senses. Yes, I will go out and there will be a beautiful cake. Yesterday I went out and I was shocked. It was the end of breakfast, like 1 hour after breakfast, and there was a huge amount of cake left. I couldn't understand what's wrong with the young people these days. I was talking to Bhagavad Dharma. Of course, the two of us, we corrected the situation, you know. We took the matter into our own hands and have shown, no, it's, you know, that's how you do it. And we, you know, finished, polished it off. So Bhagavad Dharma did it as service, but I did it because my senses were so happy to see, my God, cake with blackberry, Johannisberry, and ribes, the red and black, local from this forest, you know? These happy berries, they are just growing here, offering sun. So then it's already inside, flowing, yes? That's where it started. Right? So I can offer whatever I did. Maybe I can offer to Krishna. How can I offer to Krishna? Maybe I can mention this in the class. Can it count as some kind of offering? Well, do you think Krishna can accept how did he offer this action of the senses? He ate 15 pieces of cake. Not 15. I don't eat so much. Only 12. So we offer everything to Krishna. That's the idea. So bhakti in karma at the end, in honest bhakti in the beginning, and in pure bhakti I offer at the end. I offer in the beginning, I try to remember, and I offer throughout. I try to remember Krishna as much as possible throughout all am I doing, and try to do this as honestly as possible. Krishna, this is for you. Krishna, please, if you can use it, you like what I'm doing, so please, can you please accept it? Just like in the beginning of the class, we say, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So that means Vasudeva is the deity of Mahatattva, of consciousness. So this way it means that we do not want to use it for any personal purposes. We want to offer this discussion to the transcendental Lord of Consciousness, Vasudeva. So we offer before. So can you offer it also your presence now, this austerity of sitting here and hearing about how many pieces of cake I ate yesterday and my complaints about life and my... can you offer this austerity to Krishna? Can you think, okay, I'm doing this because Krishna said we have to come to the class on the Bhagavatam every day. Can you think, Krishna, okay, I'm here because your Shastra says that you like when we come. You know, every step towards the Bhagavatam class counts as one Ashwamedha Yagya. It's every step. I guess if you come by car, it counts quadruple, right? Because the 4 wheels, I think, right? So Skanda Purana says every step counts as one big yagya, royal yagya. And every moment here, and again, it counts like, it says one verse or one line of your hearing, it feeds all your ancestors on the Pitri Loka, if you have any, or some planets where they need help. It feeds them with milk, honey, and butter or something, like what we had yesterday, right? We had makan yesterday, or some amazing. It was yogurt makan, yogurt butter.
It was coconut milk with butter and sugar.
Wow, coconut milk with butter and sugar during Julan Yatra. Something similar. It feeds your ancestors for a year. So one line of the Bhagavatam, one verse of the Bhagavatam, it feeds all your relatives for a year, for a long time. There, it fulfills all their needs, gives them all the blessings. So it's glorified. Krishna says, please discuss. So we can offer this, and at the end we can try to. We usually say Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. So you know, to put a point that, okay, this is because this is the Bhagavatam, this is Prabhupada's desire, and again, it's sort of offering. But the more consciously we do offer this, the more actually we practice yoga in advance. Yoga means consciousness. Yoga is performed just only by consciousness. And yes, it begins with offering with my hand, like now you are making giviks with your hands, so that's offering, the activity for Krishna. Mm. So that's with your hands, you offer, you do. We offer the flowers, you take the flowers we offer. But then we also offer the thoughts, because I can offer the flowers and think about, I don't know, the gadflies that bite me outside in the street. The pamsen, you can call them. Yeah, and with the heart. So I really want, I should find this place in my heart where I really want to make Krishna happy. It's there in everybody's heart. It's there in everybody's heart. We have love for Krishna already inside. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema. Sadhyaka Bunoi. It's not from outside. Sadhyaka Bunoi. Shravanadi Shuddha Chite. Koroye Udoi. When we hear and chant, it rises. It rises in the heart. So by offering, by hearing, by discussing Krishna, by remembering Krishna's qualities, meditating on Krishna's qualities, hearing about Krishna's glory, how he sends light here, he sends you to the streets of Passau and Waldkirchen and Bavaria and everywhere to help people remember Krishna. Do people here know Hare Krishna? Because it seems that two bicycle riders on this path here, they said Hare Krishna to me yesterday. They know Hare Krishna, right? Maybe they see the japa and they say Hare Krishna. So that's Krishna's mercy all the time. So it's already there. Just like yesterday, I went to make friends with the cows. Tejas Prabhu introduced me to the sweetest, kindest cow here, Priya. And we have different. One is the headbutt cow. She likes to headbutt you, but she doesn't have horns and she doesn't do it very heavily. And there is one somewhat jealous cow. I will not tell her name. We can ask later. She can run after you and scare you because she's, yes. And Priya is very, very sweet. So as soon as I started scratching her a little bit, what did she do? Can you guess? That she did a little later, yeah. But as soon as I scratched her for a little bit, what did she do? She started licking me back. So, because she, give and take, She is scratching me, let me lick him. It was an exchange, So this desire is in everybody's heart. This is one reflection of this Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema. So Krishna is giving us everything. Just understanding it is the purpose, to understand and then lick him back. And if you are not a cow, maybe not lick. Maybe, sing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Give milk. If you do not give milk, or if you, distribute books, clean, cook, sing, do puja, so many things. Prabhupada is a genius. He's created 1 million different activities. Organize things. Use intelligence. Translate books. Write books. Offer something to Krishna and reconnect all the light back to Krishna and see Krishna, and then we will live in this very, very happily, very, very happy family in a happy way around Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Masharu.
Thank you for the inspiring lecture. Is this what you mentioned at the end, what they call the Aropa Siddha Bhakti? Can you say something about it?
Yeah, in Aropa Siddha Bhakti. There are different approaches to this. Some devotees sort of criticize Aropa Siddha Bhakti, but it's there in the Bhakti Sandarbha from Jiva Goswami. Jiva Goswami describes the glory and power of Bhakti in Bhakti Sandarbha, the Bhakti Sandarbha. We have several translations by today already. Bhamaswami has translated. Oh yeah, actually we should ask our Shikshashtaka to read it. True. We should ask Shikshashtaka Prabhu to read it. He's creating all the audio books now. You can go to tiny.cc /SP108. Srila Prabhupada 100, and there you have 100 audiobooks he's reading. Now he's doing Sarartha Darshini. Vishwanath, he has done all the books by Srila Prabhupada. He's doing more for free. You can go there and you can download. So Bhakti Sandarbha describes these three kinds of bhakti. One is Sangha Siddha, another is Arupa Siddha, another is Swarupa Siddha. So there are different varieties. So one is Arupa means imposing or offering. Imposing or offering. Imposing, basically. Arupa. Usually what examples we give Arupa by offering. See, we give the example of a pizza. That's a pizza, okay? I have only one color, so you have to accept it on my word. So you offer, and then it becomes okay. If you all have offered. Okay, or chapati. Right? Ravindra Swarup Prabhu says that pizza is a self-realized chapati. So another is Sangha Siddha. Sangha Siddha Bhakti. Sangha Siddha Bhakti. So this is by connection. So some qualities are naturally connected to bhakti and are pleasing to, I can use this one, and are pleasing to Krishna. So like qualities like, I don't know, like tolerance or cleanliness. Cleanliness itself, like brushing teeth. Is it in itself devotional activity? In itself not, but it's very helpful. You know, if you're coming to a room with other people, it's a very good form of practice of compassion to the other living entities, to brush your teeth beforehand, after your night. You know, in the morning you brush your teeth and then you come to the other people. It's very compassionate to the others. So, therefore, we usually make the example of an old-fashioned toothbrush. Okay. Cleanliness. And then there is Swarupa. Thank you. Swarupa Siddha. Bhakti, it's always like the kartals. Kartals in the kirtan. You sing Hare Krishna, it always is bhakti, singing, chanting, coming to the temple. That's bhakti, no matter how you do it, it's still bhakti. It's bhakti by its own nature. So all three are important. So some things we offer, then it becomes bhakti. Some things we practice because they are good by their nature, like cleanliness. And some things, so they are Sangha Siddha Bhakti, they become part of good bhakti. And some things they're always bhakti, like hearing and chanting. So this offering at the end, yes, it's at least makes things Arupa Siddha Bhakti, imposing bhakti on our practice. There is a nice verse also at the end of the Uddhava Gita in the Bhagavatam, in chapter 29. This is Yo mayi pare dharma kalpyate nishpalayachet tadaya sonirarta syad bhayaderi vasattamam. So, a verse that Krishna says, this is the wisdom of the wise and the secret of the devotees. O Uddhava, greatest of saints, in a dangerous situation an ordinary person cries, becomes fearful and laments, although such useless emotions do not change the situation. But when these activities are offered to me without personal motivation, even if they are externally useless, they amount to the actual process of religion. So that's also Bhakti Sandarbha quote. Jiva Goswami quotes this verse saying that we should offer everything to Krishna, and then it becomes suddenly the useless things become suddenly useful by offering. Govinda Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, you were talking about how sometimes we're trying to find something that doesn't belong to Krishna, maybe somewhere we can find it.
Yes.
And I remember Pritha Prabhu always gives this example that his mother, when he was small, used to tell him, you close your eyes, and then whatever you see, this belongs to you.
Oh, okay.
And but my question is that sometimes when we have this attitude that it might lead to thinking like it's like an impersonal idea that everything is void, but we are explaining how by connection with Krishna or understanding to whom it really belongs, that's the real view, not just so the tendency might be to think everything is void, nothing belongs to me, so
dry
nothing is there.
Thank you.
Or rejecting everything instead of utilizing.
Thank you. It's a very nice question. Thank you, Govinda Prabhu. True. We have sometimes these funny ideas. So Prabhupada sometimes makes a play of words, saying, what is yoga? Yoga means plus. Actually, it's just a play of words based on Hindi. Because in Hindi, sum, in arithmetic, in mathematics, when you want to say a sum, you say yoga. It's a plus. So he says, yoga means plus Krishna. We are always trying to do minus Maya. But just by minus Maya, you can see it can become the dry, impersonal type of a jnana path. Shushka Vairagya, dry renunciation or dry jnana. But bhakti means that we see how it all is Krishna's and we offer everything to Krishna in the best possible way, consulting with the Guru Parampara, other devotees, and with the Shastra how to offer. And then it becomes a joyful process. Like we make a nice cake, nice chapatis, nice puris, nice pizza, nice everything, and offer to Krishna. And then it's offered to Krishna, but it makes for a joyful life. Like, this is another joke, how there was a children's program, like we had the last week here, there was a children's program, and somebody has put a box of apples, and there was a note saying, it was not here, it's a joke, it's from another place. It's how at the children's program, it's like a Sunday school or something, they put a box with apples and they put a note, take only one, God is watching. Take only one apple, God is watching. And they actually notice this effect. If you have a picture, if you have some pictures, people behave in a more moral way. Was it Jonathan Hyde or someone made these experiments? That if you have some eyes, even from pictures, people behave in a more moral way. Anyway, so there was a note, take only one apple, God is watching. And then there was another tray with nice cakes, and there was no note there, but there was a scribbled note with a child hand saying, take all you want, God is busy watching the apples. So the best way is like, if you have friends, you want to offer a cake or an apple to a friend, right? Sometimes my friend Mahabhagavad invites me in Vrindavan for a pizza party or something. And then I say, oh, thank you so much, you have cooked this. He said, no, thank you for coming. Just imagine if I cooked it myself and I had to eat it myself. It would be, no fun. It would be very sad. But then when we are together, then it's fun, right? It's much more fun to do it together. So that's the idea. We have a party with Krishna, a picnic with Krishna. We have much more fun because you don't have to do this alone. You're not alone. You're with Krishna. Krishna is ready to come to your party. He says, please invite me. Please play with me, he says. Krishna is inviting you, please play with me. Prabhupada, I think, was giving this example of sometimes children play, they have this game, Luka Luk in Hindi, and here it's called hide and seek. in German, how do you call this? Hide and seek. One is Verstecken spielen, yeah. So one is counting and then everybody's hiding, he has to find them, right? So if Prabhupada is saying that it's like Krishna playing this game and he's hiding and then you don't look for him. It's very unpleasant. So that's like this. Krishna is hiding and if we do not look for him, then Krishna is sad, right? So we are looking for Krishna and we are trying to invite him to our party because anyway, this is all the sunlight coming from Krishna. All the energies are coming from Krishna. Hare Krishna. Something else? So let's invite Krishna to the party. Let's offer things to Krishna and sing, dance, have all the possible and a few of the impossible projects all together for Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Please do invite me to the pizza party too.
Huh?
Please do invite me to the pizza party too.
Okay.
If you do have it.
Prabhu, your good name is?
Devi